Welcome to the Diary of the Pan-African Preacher. As Africans, we say if someone warns you quietly and you refuse to listen, life will shame you loudly. That proverb is not a joke, it is wisdom. And right now, Africa is living inside that warning. For years, elders, economists, and prophets have been whispering, be careful how you borrow. Be careful who controls your money. We didn't listen well enough. Now the world is shouting the lesson at us. The Bible already told us truth. The borrower is slave to the lender. That's Proverbs 22:7 if you want to check. It is not only about sin and righteousness, it's about power. If you owe someone, they decide the rules. If your money depends on another man's currency, that man's problems become your problems. That is Africa's situation today. Most African countries buy fuel, food, medicine, and machines using US dollars. When the dollar rises, prices rise in the market. When the dollar falls or shakes, our currencies panic. When America coughs, Africa catches pneumonia. We borrow in dollars. We trade in dollars. We save in dollars. So even when we work hard, the ground underneath our feet keeps moving. But here's the twist in the story. The dollar itself is no longer as strong as it used to be. Big nations like China, India, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, and even parts of Europe are slowly stepping back. They are saying, let us trade with each other in our own money. They are buying gold instead of trusting paper. They are reducing their dependency on America's debt. And be aware, America is deep in debt, over 38 trillion US dollars in debt. That number is so big it doesn't feel real, but its consequences are very real. When people start losing confidence in money, they start losing confidence in the system behind the money. And when confidence dies, empires shake. So, what does this mean for the woman selling tomatoes, for the Okada rider, for the graduate looking for work, for the pastor, teacher, and trader? It means danger and opportunity. The danger is clear. Fuel can become more expensive. Food prices can rise. Debt repayments can choke national budgets. And Africa may foolishly jump from one controller to another, swapping Western control for Eastern or Gulf control. That is not freedom. That is just changing the face of the master. But there is also deliverance knocking. Africa can begin to trade more with itself. Why should a Kenyan pay dollars to buy Nigerian goods? Why should an African need New York to trade with another African? Systems like the PAPSS allow African countries to trade in their own currencies. That is not just economics, that is dignity. Our central banks can store more gold, something real you can touch, not just promises on paper. Our leaders can borrow less, borrow wiser, and invest in production, not consumption. Our people can begin to understand that money is not neutral, it is political, spiritual, and strategic. This is what we call a kairos moment, a dangerous time, but also a divine opportunity. If Africa listens now, plans well, unites wisely, and acts courageously, we can avoid national shame and reclaim our destiny. But if we sleep, if we are lazy, if we refuse correction, the embarrassment will be public and painful. The world is changing, money is shifting, power is rearranging itself. Africa must not be blind, spiritually or economically. This is not the end of the story. It can be the beginning of liberation. Ashe.